All right. Well, welcome. This is Dion Vincent. I guess we're going to start now. We're going to start the webinar. This webinar is going to be called Don't Do This If You Want to Manifest uh, Small Miracles, uh, Big miracles, instead of the small miracles that you're currently manifesting. I'm a little tongue-tied this morning. I guess I have so many things in my mind. I'm trying to do 20 different things at the same time. I'm quite sure that everyone can relate. Okay. I'm going to start off by giving you some foundational truths that I like to teach my clients. Some things that are extremely uh, important to know. And okay. All right. All right. Having a little technical difficulties right here. Let's see. It should be recording. Give me just a second, people. All right, there it is. There's the recording. All right. Hi, it's Dion Vincent. We are starting the webinar. This is webinar is going to be called "Don't Do This if you want to if you don't want to manifest big giant miracles, and you want to continue manifesting your little miracles." Okay. There's several things that a lot of people don't know to do that would increase their ability to manifest things, bigger things, and more wanted things instead of halfway results. Limited results, those type of things. So what we're going to do in this webinar, we're going to learn some things that a lot of people, as I said, a lot of people probably don't know and aren't doing because a lot of people aren't teaching this. I have certain techniques that I teach that only I teach. The other teachers or facilitators or coaches or EFT practitioners don't teach. And I find that I've gotten a lot of success in my own life and more importantly in the lives of my clients. I have an EFT practice and I have a manifesting formula I like to call the money manifesting formula. Of course, you can manifest anything with it, but I have a great affinity to help people manifest money for several reasons. Number one, there's so much energy tied around money. So many belief systems, so many internal blocks, so many avenues internally, subconsciously, that stops you from manifesting all the money you want or anything that's even associated with money. Because money is such a taboo subject in the Western culture, and I would suggest that talk to a lot of my clients from other countries that they too have the same hang-ups around money. And sometimes it's not even a hang-up. Sometimes it's a belief pattern that makes them feel right that stops them from manifesting money, which is extremely interesting when you think about it. So let's start a few things, a few foundational truths, as I said. Number one, I like to let all my clients know, or people I talk to throughout the day, I let them know a couple of facts that really gets to the heart of the matter of my teachings and also gives you some strong empowerment skills. Number one, there is no law of attraction. Yep, I said it, and I'll say it again. There is no law of attraction. I know all these books and even I use the same phrase myself. But what I'm suggesting and hoping to reveal to you is that there is no law of attraction. Okay, this is the truth right here. Okay, you are the law of attraction. I'll let that sink in for just a moment. There is no law of attraction. You, you, you are the law of attraction. Okay, you attract everything in your life, good, bad, lukewarm, indifferent, mundane, regular, extraordinary, normal, average, above average, all those things, surprising, all those things, you literally manifest into your life. You, by your words, your actions, your vibrations, your emotions, your feelings, your beliefs, your expectations, your actual physical being. Yes, you manifest everything. I'll let that sink in. You manifest everything. Now, I want to say that there's a certain power and a certain responsibility that comes with that. Okay? But yet power obviously is not a bad word. But some people think responsibility is a bad word. And responsibility doesn't have to be a bad word. Responsibility can be an empowering word. Empowering. Now, I'm going to briefly talk on this, okay? Because like I said, if you don't want to do these things, if you want to continue to manifest the small goals that you're manifesting, or even the things you don't want to manifest, if you're manifesting those, don't learn these truths. Don't take them in the heart. And for all intent purposes, don't just take them in the heart just because I'm saying so. Test them out for yourself and see. Study, find for yourself. And I think you'll come to realize that I am actually correct. And it's not something that I'm so brilliant or anything like that. It's just I've studied myself. I've been to classes upon classes upon classes, webinars, teleseminars, seminars themselves, webinars, everything. I've been to all of them, a lot of them. I've spent hundreds, if not easily thousands, if I was about to say, easily maybe tens of thousands, but easily thousands of dollars, easily, on learning things and researching things for myself, and of course my own practical experience and the experiences of my clients too. So you don't need to take anything I say, test it out for yourself. I'm just offering you a shortcut. Just offering you an easy shortcut to manifest what you want easily and with greater ease and with greater clarity and with greater results. Okay? And I hope you don't mind if I take a sip of mud every now and then. It's one of my many vices. Yes, one of my many vices. I love it. Okay, now let's talk about a moment, as I was saying, about you being responsible for everything you manifest, even the bad things. And I don't mean responsibility as in blame. As I said, responsibility doesn't have to be a bad word. In fact, it isn't a bad word. It's just your perception of if it's good or bad. And I choose to perceive it as a good word because it's empowering, because it means I am in control, or as much control as a human being can muster. And I think that control is only limited by our belief in our control. True enough, I'm going to speak on the things, you know what you're thinking. What about the bad things? Things you have no control over. Okay. Briefly, I'll say this to that. A typhoon, all those things bad weather, loss of job, somebody buys your company out and they come in and fire everyone. You're saying, Dion, you're telling me I manifest all those things? I'm responsible for all those things? Yes and yes. Not in the blame way, but responsible in a way that you can choose how you're going to respond to everything and how you can orchestrate everything, and how you're even responsible for the things you're not responsible for. Think about that for a moment. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. Okay, You manifest everything, literally everything, with every part of your being. What I mean by that is you manifest everything by your internal state, your vibration, which is just another word of subconscious internal state. Okay. Now, quantum physics says that we are all connected, and quantum physics is a very interesting subject in itself. It's started by two gentlemen. Maybe you heard of them, Planck, Einstein. Two guys. You heard of those? Anyway, both Nobel Peace Prize winners in physics. So it's not some woo-woo fringe branch of physics. It's very reputable. It was started by extremely brilliant people. Some say the most brilliant person that's ever lived. So you can see it does have validity. So some people even say E equals mc squared, theory of relativity by Einstein. What it really boils down to is everything vibrates. I'll let that sink in for a moment. Everything vibrates. Everything that's solid, this computer, the screen that you're watching me on, everything vibrates. It just vibrates at different speeds. And some things vibrate so slow that they appear, keyword, they appear material and dense, including our own bodies. My voice is a vibration. You hear it through vibrations, and that comes into your ear canal. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, so I can't explain specifically how that works, but I know that is how it works. Okay, eyes, same thing. Light is just a vibration. Everything is vibrations. Everything. This whole reality is just a vibration, and everything vibrates at different speeds. That's where colors come from. A wave pattern vibrating at a certain speed gives us the color blue. Like the sky is not actually blue, or things like that. So everything vibrates, and you manifest everything with this vibration. So when something bad happens to you, okay, there is an aspect of your being, either collectively, like the planet, or you specifically. We all vibrated it. Okay, so in that regard, you are responsible, but not in a blame way. Take responsibility and make it a great word, because it is a great word, because you are great in the ability that you have to manifest what you specifically want. Okay? Now, if everything is vibrating, everything attracts what is a vibrational match for it. There's your responsibility. Okay, there's your responsibility. If something bad happens, there's an aspect of your being that was a match for it, directly or indirectly. And I would suggest that for most people, things bad happen. The bad things that happen to us happen because we are indirectly a vibrational match for it. You know, we don't want this to happen. But interesting enough, when calamity befalls someone, you read stories about these people, like cancer survivors, things like that. And a common theme that you hear over and over from survivors is cancer was the best thing that ever happened to them. Now, what I'm suggesting is that if something bad happens and you indirectly manifested it, and in so many ways that you could say you manifested it, you could say you manifested it by being in that same spot that you were in, or that condition that you were in. That's one way to look at it right there. Certain things, obviously, you have no control over, like where you were born. Some may suggest you do. I'm not exactly sure or clear on that, so I can't say either way. I do think that there's a life before this life, and obviously life after this life. So there would seem to be some validity to that statement. However, I don't know it enough, or I haven't formulated an opinion enough to publicly verbalize it here, to say one way or the other. So anyway, you vibrationally match something bad that happens, but you have the control to find out something good from something bad. As I said, the cancer survivor said one of the best things that ever happened to them was they got cancer. Now, I'm not suggesting that everyone go out and get cancer, of course, but they learned some things. They learned some great truths about themselves and about life that apparently they weren't learning before they got cancer. And some may suggest that there was no other way to find out those things for them but by the disease called cancer. So I say that even if something bad happens, we manifest it for our own good. So in other words, everything is good for us in some way. It's trying to get us to teach some lesson, some truth about ourselves or about life, about our perspectives, any way you want to word it. So that's why I say we manifest everything. We are totally responsible. And you have to ask yourself, what is the alternative? You say we're only 50% responsible, 25 maybe, even all the way up to 90, 95% responsible. I would still say at the very least we're 99% responsible. And that 1%, excuse me today. I guess I need some coffee. That 1% is the collective aspect of our beings. The things that we don't know that we're manifesting because of our beliefs that are so tied to our identity. And I don't mean personal identity, but identity as a race, or identity as a subgroup, a culture, a family system, all those things that are tied to our identity. In other words, I'm overweight because deep down I feel that being overweight is a connection to my family. You see what I mean? So I say we're 100% responsible, okay, which is so empowering. Which is so empowering. All we have to do is realize that there is no law of attraction and realize that we are the law of attraction. See, if there's a law of attraction, that suggests that there's something outside of us controlling us and controlling our lives. Now, granted, there is a collective reality that we all experience, of course, that is outside of us. And there's some people that say that's not even true, that it's really everything we perceive outside of us is really just us perceiving what's on the inside of us. That's an amazing thought to consider. And as I said, some people consider that to be true. That's a true statement. But I want to deal with the reality that's helped myself and that has helped my clients and just people I work with in general, friends, like help friends and things like that. That everything outside of us, we have the ability on the inside to control. And I don't necessarily mean control life, but we can control our experience of life. Okay, that's what I mean. We can control the experience of this life. Okay, so let's definitely make sure we get that in our hat, under our feather, all those words. Let's make sure we get that into our being, that there is no law of attraction, that we are the law of attraction. We are the law of attraction. We have to get that foundational truth inside of us. Now, I'll show you in a moment when I want to get to some EFT later on in the webinar, get you an experience, and we can put in some subconscious beliefs. And that's one of the beliefs that we need to put into ourselves so we can manifest what we really want to manifest. That there is no law of attraction. That we are, in fact, the law of attraction. And this is the second part of that truth. And this is it. We cannot not manifest. Yes, we cannot not manifest. It's impossible for you to not manifest. Literally impossible for you to not manifest. Now, I like to say there's really no such thing as impossible. Uh, they're just not possible at this moment for whatever reason, but that doesn't mean they're impossible. Impossible means it never ever happened, ever. But there's so many things that just a few years ago we thought were impossible, when all it was needed was time for things to manifest to show that they are possible. Uh, it's so many things I shouldn't even have to even mention. TV, obviously, cell phones, which I call communicators, like the old Star Trek show, where you could be anywhere on the planet and talk to anyone else anywhere on the planet. That's all a cell phone is now. There's no roaming fees. There's no special equipment you need. You can literally call somebody, be anywhere. You don't have to be inside the home to the landline or anything like that. You can literally be out in the woods and nowhere, call and speak to someone in China. To me, that's a communicator. That's something that was futuristic and impossible back then. It was so far advanced that it had to be in the space frontier type future. Well, here we are in in the 2010s, so the early 21st century, and it's already a common reality. It's routine, mundane, ordinary. Something that back then seemed so fancy and amazing is now commonplace. Kids, 8-year-old kids have cell phones, and even younger. So that tells you how the word impossible is so limiting, and 99% of the time it's not even true. Okay? So that's one thing that is impossible. I said all that to say this. The fact that you cannot not manifest is one of the few things that is actually impossible. To not manifest is impossible. It's an impossibility. Because you manifest just by being alive. You vibrate just by being alive. Your thoughts, subconscious thoughts, your expectations. Now, here's another interesting point that I want you to get in, and I'm going to continue with the impossibility. But your expectations are nothing more than your subconscious beliefs being manifested in the physical world. That's all expectation is. Something you already believe subconsciously being proven in the conscious world. That's all it is. There's nothing magical or great about it, and everybody has all these things about it, but it's simply, all you're trying to do is prove what you already believe. That's all an expectation is. The key is it's a subconscious belief that you're trying to prove. Okay? It's a subconscious belief. You can have a expectation that's conscious that you can change, and that's just shallow and surface. Okay? But those beliefs never go against your actual subconscious belief, which runs your life. Okay? And we have ways now to deal with subconscious beliefs. Okay? And that's why I want to get into. You don't want to change your subconscious beliefs. Okay? Don't change your subconscious beliefs if you want to stop manifesting little things and manifest big giant things. That's what we don't want to do. Okay? That's it in a nutshell. Don't change your subconscious beliefs if you want to continue to manifest tiny miracles, tiny results, or mixed results, lukewarm results, instead of big money, big dreams, big goals, big accomplishments. All those things are possible when you change your subconscious beliefs. And we have ways to easily change your subconscious belief and to easily find out your subconscious beliefs that are holding you back. Yes, it's an empowering day. It's beautiful. I'm starting to get excited. I try not to get excited because I want to stay on track. But it's exciting to know what ability we have and what power we have and what tools that we have. And not just me. Believe me, I'm not the only person in the world that knows how to help you. Obviously, just find somebody that resonates with you. I hope I resonate with you, and I hope you resonate with me. I can help you. Okay? I have an EFT practice. I have a special formula. I do things and teach things that nobody else is teaching. I do things my way that helps people, um, and just want to help people. Now, obviously, there's an aspect I like to live my life by, that if I help you, I'm actually helping myself. Okay, I'm not perfect. I'm not this goody two-shoe person or anything. I'm human. I make mistakes. All those things are true about me. I'm just me. But there's an aspect of me that is greater than me, just like I believe there's an aspect of you that's greater than you, and that's the part of us that is all connected. And it's, so if I help you, I'm actually helping myself. Now, of course, I want to make an income. I want to live. I have goals and dreams like everyone else. But I tie my goals and my dreams and my income to helping you, because it actually helps me, and uh, not just on a surface level. Okay? Because if I'm helping you clear blocks in yourself, I'm actually helping me clear blocks in myself as well. If we're all connected, if we are all truly connected, which science is proving daily, that what the mystics and the spiritual leaders and religious leaders taught, that we're all one, and there's only one reality and all those things, science itself is proven. Because we know in the Western world, science trumps everything. Now, some people say, of course, faith trumps everything, but I'm talking about the people that are really trying to think and want evidence for a belief system. Okay? Now, there's a certain amount of faith in everything, because we don't know everything yet. And any scientist that says they know everything or know everything about a particular branch of science that they're studying or learning about themselves, say that they know everything, then they're just not being humble. So let's go back to where I was. Like I said, I'm getting excited. I'm trying not to, so I can stay on track. Okay. Okay. As I said, let's kind of rehash or restate certain truths that I want you to get. Number one, there is no law of attraction. You are the law of attraction. Number two, it's impossible for you to not manifest. Okay? It's impossible for you to not manifest. Number three, your expectations is simply you trying to prove what you already believe subconsciously, consciously. So if we can get those three foundational truths, the sky's the limit, literally. You know, I just came into my mind something that we thought was impossible a few short years ago. And some people right today think that it's impossible what I'm about to say. You know, you can actually manifest yourself to be taller. You can literally manifest yourself to be taller. I know it's amazing, but you literally can. Now, I'm going to say how you can, okay? But for all intent and purposes, it's still manifestation, okay? There is now surgeries being done in other countries other than the United States. And if it's being done in the United States, I haven't heard of it yet. It may be, I just haven't heard of it yet. But I'm positive and know for a fact that it's being done in other countries, where there's a surgery where they break a person's shin bones and stretch them. Now, as some of you may know this and some of you may not know this, but when you break a bone, it heals and grows to cover up the break. Okay, like if you break your arm, and your arm was say 30 centimeters, okay, it's going to grow back harder during that break. And then some of your bone was lost during the break itself. So if your bone is 30 centimeters when you break it, when it heals, it's going to heal, and that space where you broke it, it's going to be stronger than originally, than the rest of your arm, and it's going to be bigger. It's going to grow a little bit more. So I'm just giving an illustration, an example, is that when you broke your bone and it healed, when it heals all the way totally, instead of your arm being 30 centimeters, it'll be 31 centimeters. Okay, now you won't be able to tell the difference, but X-ray would tell the difference. Now, what people do is have a surgery where they break their shins and they stretch them out so that the growth, the bone keeps growing till it repairs itself, and it grows like this. Yeah, couple fingers. It grows like this. This is the break. It keeps growing. It keeps growing. It keeps growing till it touches, till the whole thing is healed. So where your leg was this width, it'll be this width, because all this part between my fingers is a new bone growth that's healed and strengthened. So what you can literally do is, if you can stretch this bone and increase the healing time, all the bone does is it keeps growing both sides till both sides meet, and then they make that part stronger. So if you break both shins and keep them separated till the leg grows, you can actually be 2 inches taller. Literally 2 inches taller. So people that are extremely short by the standards of their community or their culture are doing it. And some people of regular height are doing it too, because there are a lot of studies that show taller people make more money or more successful in certain ways. Good or bad, that's just what the results or the research shows. Not even say that that's true, but for some people that is true. Okay, let's put it that way. For some people that is true. So that is literally manifesting being taller. Now you're saying, Dion, no, that's just science and all that. And I'm saying, no. Someone had to think about that, and someone had to think of a way to make that possible. And someone also had to say they wanted that to happen to them. Now, if you say it has to happen where you just go to sleep one day and wake up and you're 2 inches taller, what you're doing is you're limiting the way something can manifest. I'm not saying that's the wrong way. I'm saying that you're only focusing on one way. That's what I'm saying. It could be I believe the mind is powerful. I believe we do control this reality or our experience of this reality. So I do believe there is someone that can literally manifest themselves being taller by just literally thinking about it or doing certain practices or whatever, that they can literally manifest, go to sleep 6 feet tall and wake up and be 6'2" permanently. And I believe that. Okay. But also for some doctor to come up with this idea and then make a surgery, and then somebody say, I want that to happen to me, and find that doctor, that's also manifestation. I mean, think of all the things that have to come into play. Number one, the doctor has to have that. The surgery has to be successful. The person has to be able to afford that. The person has to be able to endure that situation. The person has to be able to go through all these tests to make sure it'll work. The person has to be able to exist while he's recovering from the surgery. All these things he has to manifest. So all those things come into play to show that manifestation can come in so many different ways. But just because it seems an ordinary or it seems natural doesn't mean it's not supernatural or manifestation. I mean, this people that's done it. I've read about a guy, or actually I saw an interview about a guy that was like normal height. I think he was 5'10", and he went all the way up to 6'6", 8 inches. Of course, he's had more surgeries, multiple surgeries. All the same, you know, just same surgery over and over. I think he's had like 4, I want to say 4, 6 or 4. Sorry, I can't remember, but he's had multiple surgeries doing the same thing. And like I said, now he's up to 6'6". He said his whole world has changed by just that, becoming 8 inches taller. His whole world has changed, not to mention his dating life. And think about that. He said his dating life is from night and day. And the only thing changed, literally the only thing changed, he got taller, 8 inches taller. Nothing else about him changed. Although I want to preface that statement by saying, when you manifest something like that, something inside you changes. Okay? Something inside you changes too. So maybe that's not exactly an accurate statement, even though it is accurate. This whole world changed by him growing taller. Okay, so you can manifest some things that somebody might think is impossible. Okay? But as I said, there's nothing that's really impossible. It just may not be possible to your experience, or it may not even be possible at this moment. But that doesn't mean that that won't change tomorrow or in an instant. Okay? So what we want to do is have these foundational truths. Okay? Number one, there is no law of attraction. You are the law of attraction. Number two, you cannot not manifest. Number three, your expectations are only you trying to prove what you believe subconsciously in a conscious environment, in a conscious way, in a conscious manifestation. That's all it is. Okay? So if that's true, that means number one, we have all the power because there is no law of attraction. Number two, we have all the power because we cannot not manifest. You manifest when you sleep. Think about that for a moment. You literally manifest even when you're asleep. Three, your expectations are what you're doing is you're just trying to prove what you believe subconsciously, consciously. Now, four, you can change your subconscious beliefs. You can change your subconscious beliefs. Those four things right there give you all the power you need to create whatever you want in your life. Okay? Now, if you don't want to change your subconscious beliefs, that's how you'll keep on manifesting what it is you're manifesting. Okay? Now, you may be manifesting a great life, which is fine, but you may want more of those great things, or you may want different great things, or maybe you're not manifesting great things. Maybe you hate what you're manifesting right now. Maybe it's not at all what you want that you're manifesting right now. Whichever, if you hold those four truths, see 444. If you hold those four truths to be truths, literally truths, okay? And I say the word literally a lot too. I literally say the word literally a lot. Okay? I'm also a stand-up comedian, and I'm also an actor, and I'm also a writer. I wear many hats. So I hope you get to know me more. The more you get to know me, the more you find out I like to joke around and have fun. Because that's an aspect of vibration, is joy and laughter and fun. All those are manifesting vibrations of the good things. Now, anger and sadness and fear are also manifesting vibrations. But they manifest those things, situations, internally and externally, that cause those feelings. So, I know what I want to manifest, and I know what I want you to manifest. I want you to manifest anything and everything that will help you be happy, productive, and actualized and fulfilled in every area of your life. That's what I want for you. Because when you're that, I'm that. Now, there may be different things to, of course they will be, because we're different individuals. But if we're all still connected, in essence, all the same, then when you're fulfilled, I'm fulfilled. And if I help you be fulfilled, I'm actually fulfilling myself. Okay? Now, I do want to say that I do focus on money, but I don't want to focus on money for the sake of money itself. Okay? I want to focus on money because money is a great tool. And even more importantly, let me tell you why I really love to focus on money. Because there are few things that bring up so many subconscious beliefs as money. There's so few other things. I can think of 5 things on my hand. I'm not going to mention them here, but there's only 5 things in this, all the different aspects of this reality. There's only 5 things that has much, should I say, baggage, and that could be a good or bad thing. And I'm saying it's both good and bad. The word baggage, and it's in the instance I'm using it, in context I'm using it. There's so much baggage around money in those 5 other things. Very few things have so much baggage. Okay? So that's why I love to focus on money. Because when your money life changes, the rest of your life changes. And things that don't even have anything to do with money changes. I just find this an amazing avenue for self-change and life change. Is to focus on money. Now, I may get a little blowback every now and then You know, people say, why do you focus on money, or money's not everything and all that. And those are fine. Those are just that person's beliefs, or those collective beliefs. Those are fine. Those are beliefs. So I'm saying that those aren't good beliefs or bad beliefs. Okay. Now what I am saying is those can be limiting beliefs. That's what I'm saying. Those can be limiting beliefs. And one of our aspects of our manifestation or vibration is to prove ourselves right. Think about that. There could be nothing good or bad about your belief, but you're just trying to prove yourself wrong. You're trying to validate your reality. And that may even be proving the validity of your parents' existence or beliefs, or your grandparents, or your tribe, or whatever word you want to put in there. Maybe just trying to validate that belief or that reality. So that's how it can be limiting. Not good or bad, but just limiting. And I want us to be limitless as possible. Okay? I want us to be limitless as possible. I want us to all be able to choose our experience of reality. Not good or bad or better than others, just our heart's desire of what we choose to be our reality. That's what I want. So there's an aspect where we try and prove what we all believe to be true. So that's just a limiting belief. If you want to say money is the root of all evil, or the love of money is the root of all evil, which is what the Bible actually says, which is two different things. Or that money's not everything, and all those things. Those can be fine. And I would easily suggest there are a lot of things that are more important than money. There are, of course. But I would also suggest that money can help those things that are more important than money. Family is obviously more important than money. What if you had the money to help your family in every way that they needed help, or even wanted help? Because I believe wants are just a desire to explore your own self. Good or bad. You just want to explore your own self. You want a big house, and people say you don't need a big house, but yeah, you want a big house. When you get that big house, you'll be able to explore more of yourself. You'll be able to see how you would react and how kind of person you would be being yourself, having a big house. So even wants have their place, but what if you did have the money to help all the needs of your family? And you can say, well, I don't have to have the money. I can manifest someone to donate the big house or the money I need to help take care of my family's needs. And what I would suggest is, well, then that person had to manifest money. No matter what, it had to come from something and somewhere, or someone. That's how this reality works. So even if you don't focus on the money or say money's not important, the money is a tool, and it's there, and it's always used in every way. So I have no problem with focusing on money, even though I know it's not the most important thing. Okay? And it can be the most important thing in your life too. Even that's just you wanting to express yourself or wanting to explore yourself. So I'm not even going to say that's bad. I know for me, that's not the true focus of my life. I don't want it to be the true focus of my life. But I recognize all the beliefs that encompasses money, and all the amazing tools that money can help me to acquire, or it can be a tool itself to use to manifest the life that I want to live. Okay, so let's get to some foundational truths again. I want to rehash this. Then I want to get to some specifics of my formula too. Okay, then I want to get to an EFT session. So let's look at the 4 truths real quickly. Number 1, there's no law of attraction. You are the law of attraction. Number 2, you cannot not manifest. Number 3, your expectations are just you trying to manifest or prove what you already believe subconsciously on a conscious level. Number 4, money is important, and it's a great tool, but it's not the focus. And we can change our beliefs about anything, including money. Okay, so that's number 4 is we can change our subconscious beliefs. Okay, but I want to stress that money is not good or bad. It's just a tool. So it's one of the greatest tools because it brings up so many beliefs buried, hidden, or obscured that we need to work on. And like I said, it enriches every area of our life by working on these beliefs about money. Enriches every other part of our lives, not just our money life. Okay. Now, let me briefly go over the components of my manifesting kit, or my manifesting formula that I teach. And like I said, my first product is my money manifesting kit. Just Google money manifesting kit and that'll come up. Okay. Now maybe I'll put a link on my Facebook page. Go to Facebook / Dion Vincent, or Facebook / Dion Vincent EFT. Okay. Also Twitter, Dion Vincent. Google Plus, Dion Vincent. Instagram, Dion Vincent. And I'll put a link in this video to all my social sites. You can connect with me. Maybe schedule a session. I want to help you because, as I said, helping you helps me. And if I didn't ask you to let me help you, I would be doing a disservice to you. But we all need help. Even me. I have coaches I go to myself. Anybody, I don't care what level you are. If you don't have a coach, then you are stagnant and you're lacking. It's impossible. Look at baseball players, basketball players. You notice every professional team has a coach. These are the most gifted athletes in all the world in their sport, in their profession, and yet they still have a coach, and yet they still practice and train and learn new things. So if they need it, then I know I need it. Okay? So if I can help you, if you want to connect with me about a session or some of my products, feel free to connect with me on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that. I'll be glad to help you. As I said, helping you also helps me. Okay. So now my manifesting formula has 3 components. Number 1, creative visualization. Number 2, NLP. And number 3, EFT. Creative visualization, where you think about and see in your mind's eye what you want to happen. And number 2 is NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming. There's certain techniques of NLP, which is a way of one of the basic tenets of NLP says that if somebody else has done something, you can learn how to do it by modeling them. And modeling is a subject unto itself. You just try it and do what they do in the way that they do it. Okay, not copying, but modeling. Okay. Interesting enough, there was a study done on these children were modeling, and they were told to write as if they were somebody else, somebody that was great, and their writing became phenomenal just by pretending they were this great person, a person they admired, you know, like from history. So, in other words, they just modeled them, and that was a shallow model. They were just pretending. There's other aspects of NLP that give you a way to model someone. Okay, and these children didn't even do the deep stuff. They just did the shallow. I'm pretending I'm Socrates, or I'm pretending I'm Ben Franklin, or I'm Martin Luther King, and their writing quality increased phenomenally. So that's an amazing thing. Okay, number 3 is EFT. Excuse me. Some say EFT is the most important aspect of my formula, and I kind of agree. Because it's such a powerful thing. Now, I do want to stress that the way I do these 3 things, no one else is doing. No one else teaches. No one. If they have, I haven't heard about it. And believe me, like I said, I've been out there. I definitely would know about it. I'm positive I would know about it. I'm positive I'm the only one teaching this. And if somebody else is teaching it, they're going to give me credit. They're going to say they got this from Dion Vincent, or this aspect or this technique from Dion Vincent. Okay, if they're have integrity too. Well, if they don't, that's fine too. It's fine too, because I have no need for everything to go perfectly, because everything will be perfect. So that's just a belief I have. Okay, I don't need everything to go perfect, because everything will be perfect. That's why I couldn't focus on what someone else does. I can only focus on what I can do in my happiness. Okay, so I do those three things, and I'm going to give you a little hint here, a little bit, okay? Because I want to get to some EFT too. Okay. Now, if you don't know what EFT is, stands for Motion Freedom Therapy. NLP stands for Neural Linguistic Programming. And CV is what I call creative visualization. Now, you can Google all three of those things. Now, nothing is going to come up the way I do them. Well, some things are. I mean, I do some things the way everybody else does. But I have twists and special techniques that I created myself with my clients and with my own personal experience, of course. I mean, I'm my own guinea pig that I use in my own way. Okay, now creative visualization. Here's a key here. Okay, this is how I'm going to give you all I can give you before I get to EFT. And I only got like maybe 25 minutes. Yeah, 25 minutes or so. So I want you to have as much actionable content as possible. I just don't want to sell you something. You know, a lot of these webinars are just nothing but from minute 1 to minute 60, and I'm pretty sure we're going to go over 60 minutes. In fact, I know we're going to go over 60. We'll go over as long as it takes, okay? And if not, if you have to leave, I see several people on here. I see several. And if you have to leave, that's fine. Just connect with me. Whichever way you registered, I'll make sure you get a replay of the link if you have to leave early, okay? This is creative visualization. A few ways I do it differently. Number one is I don't just visualize the way we're visualizing now. Like I don't just close my eyes and think of a blue Lamborghini, nice, or a blue Roadster, or a blue Porsche. Okay, excuse me just a moment. Coffee break. Yeah, what I do is I go into the alpha state and visualize my goals. And what I do to incorporate the visualization into my being, my physicality, in other words, I encode this into my nervous system. Okay, now this, I know no one else is teaching this. No one else is teaching this. No one, literally no one. I teach people, I teach you, teaching right now, to manifest as if what you're wanting to happen is the distant past. Now, I don't want you to manifest necessarily it completed, which is what a lot of people teach, to manifest something is completed. Now, there's a point that's okay, I like to do that, but especially starting out, when I'm starting out a goal, a new goal, I want you to creative visualize as if something is the recent past. And this is the perfect example. I want you to do this every time. When you visualize what you want to happen, I want you to do these few things, okay? Let's visualize as if you're doing it now, or you're in the middle of it now. Because when you visualize being in the middle of it now, whatever blocks you have come up. So I want you to have pencil and paper handy so you can write down anything, any blocks that comes up that your body shows you, your intuition tells you, your imagination tells you, which is just your spirit, your soul, your imagination, all those things, whatever words you want to use, your higher self, the universe, God, everything, whatever words you want to use is telling you, is showing you a block. So be thankful for the blocks, because the blocks are there to protect you. And I have a whole series on that. I need to make another series about that, just the blocks. The blocks are really love. The blocks, your blocks are love. Everything you do is because you love yourself. You may think you don't, and you may exhibit behaviors that show you don't love yourself. But I would suggest every behavior, every thought, everything you do is literally prove to yourself that you love yourself. Everything. Good, bad, right, wrong, horrible, amazing. All those things are really just proving that you love yourself. So I'm going to do a webinar or a course, maybe just on that. It will free a lot of people. Okay. So I want you to visualize. First, I want you to close your eyes and think about what you had for breakfast, and see yourself what you had for breakfast this morning or yesterday morning. Those two are always so vivid, and they always are a great memory that's in every part of your body. Your body knows, yeah, this is what I had for breakfast, so this is what I'm eating. So you visualize, like, the way you feel and the way you visualize, you think what you had for breakfast. I just went right back to it. Now, the minute you're there, of course it doesn't take but a second, right? The minute you're there, visualize yourself having that goal or being that goal or doing that goal in the middle of it. You can feel it the same exact way. You can feel it the same exact way. Just put the vision of you, of what you had, over the vision and feelings of what you were eating and what you had for breakfast this morning. Feel it the same exact way, as close as possible. Not the exact way, because then it becomes just a memory and you may not get as much information about any blocks. Okay? So you want to, as much as possible, but not so much that you forget about it. You've already done it, because you'll miss some blocks that may have came up or could come up. So, and then also, we want to do it after that. We also want to go into alpha too. And let me show you a real quick neat technique. You can use this anywhere to go into alpha, okay? You want to look up with your eyes closed. Roll your eyes to the top of your head, okay? Close your eyes, roll your eyes to the top of your head. And when you breathe in, roll your eyes up. When you breathe out, open your eyes and look straight ahead. Do that 3 times. And each time you want to say relax, like 3, relax. 2, relax. 1, relax. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's do it real quick. Let's go into alpha real quick. After practicing, you'll be able to do it in seconds. Okay? It might take us 20 seconds because I'm going to go slow and direct you. But after that, it's going to be real easy. Almost instantaneous. Okay? So, oh, I forgot. You breathe in through your nose. Okay? When you breathe in through your nose and you breathe out through your mouth. Okay? So breathe in through your nose, looking up. Breathe out through your mouth, eyes straight ahead and open. Say 1, 3, relax. 3, relax. Breathe in through your nose, looking up. Breathe out, looking straight ahead, and say 2, relax. 2, relax. Close your eyes, look up, breathe in through your nose. Look straight ahead, breathe out through your mouth, say 1, relax. 1, relax. Now you should feel lightheaded or feel, maybe lightheaded may not be the way you feel. You may just feel lightness of body, relaxed. All those are proof that you're in an alpha state. Okay, and interesting enough, like I said, I need to teach more. Get my kit, the Money Manifesting Kit. It goes into detail everything I'm saying now. Okay, I just want to give you some information so you can do these things and have some actionable steps now. But unfortunately, I don't have the time that I take in my Money Manifesting Kit. Okay, all these things show that you're in alpha state, and alpha is the best state for change and for manifestation and for programming your subconscious beliefs. Okay, so you want to be in alpha. That's, if you don't want to change, then don't do anything in alpha. Okay, if you want to continue to manifest little small beliefs, don't do anything in alpha. Stay in beta. Beta is the waking waves, what brain state that we're in now. The waves are 14 to 33 waves per session. Okay, so stay in beta if you don't want to change. Okay, do all your change techniques while you're fully awake, fully alert in beta. Do those, and you will never change. If you will change, it will take you thousands upon thousands upon thousands of repetitions. Okay, as I said, get my Money Manifesting Kit or hire me for a personal session, and I'll be able to explain everything in greater detail to where you will see, wow, you're absolutely right. Okay, so that's how you want to visualize. Then NLP, the second step. What you want to do is you want to control your internal state. Okay, and also with NLP, you want to find a specific limiting beliefs that are stopping you from manifesting whatever it is you want to manifest, including money or anything else. Now, here's a way quickly to change your internal state. when you're trying to do something and that voice says you can't do that, or I can't do that, even if it's you or it sounds like you or somebody else, your parents or authority figure. Okay, what you can do to instantly change that is several things from NLP. This is one what you can do. Is when you hear a voice, whether your own or someone else's, says you can't do that or I can't do that, change that to a question with the same voice or whatever yourself. If you say I can't do that, then you change it to a question. You say I can't do that. Okay, that brings into uncertainty that voice needs, that you need to combat that voice, because you'll think, can I do that? And it'll be a part of you. Believe me, there's a part of you, it's a higher part of you that will come in and say, yes, you can do that. Because for you to try in the first place, there's a part of you that knows you can do it. For you to even attempt, it, there's a part of you that knows that you can do it. Okay? Another way to control your internal state is to make it a clownish voice. Repeat what it said, but make it a clownish voice, or a cartoon voice, or funny voice. If the voice says, you can't do that, say, you can't do that. See how you just lose all sales, all the wind out of sales goes. You don't even listen to that voice. You start laughing. Your state grows back into the internal physical state of I can do something. Okay, so that's one way you do it. Now, here's a way that you can find out a specific belief. Okay, so I got 13 questions that I use. I got from Robert Dilts in his book Sleight of Mouth. Great book. Get that book. And they got 13 questions that ask to find specific beliefs. And here's one that I love to use. Ask yourself. You're going to ask yourself a question, and your answer is the belief that's holding you back. Okay. You're going to say, I can't do this, whatever this is, manifest this, whatever you want to do, what do you want to manifest? I can't do this because. You can just write down the answer, say the answer, whatever comes up. I don't care how crazy or stupid or whatever word you want to use. That doesn't make sense. Anything. Just write it down. Keep writing. Just keep writing, keep saying, keep thinking. There's going to come a time when maybe the first thing you write, or the second or the third or the fifth, or even the 10th. Okay, you don't really have to go past 10, because it'll come before then. But there's going to be an answer that's going to touch you. That's instinctively, intuitively is going to say, that's the real reason. Okay. Now that you have a way to visualize your external outcome, then you also have a way to control your internal state throughout the day or while you're going through the event, which is extremely powerful, because our states control everything too. It's all part of our subconscious beliefs, is our state, our automatic pilot, as you will. Or when things come up, the automatic response is our automatic pilot. Okay, so if you can control that through the day, that's extremely powerful. Okay, and you can find out a specific belief, which is also powerful, because you don't want to just try and say something general, which may or may not apply to you. But this way, you can get to specifically what applies specifically to you. Okay, so that's why you want to get specific as possible. Okay, if you want to pinpoint a specific limiting belief. Excuse me a moment. I apologize if that's annoying. I hope it's not. It's so little, so don't let it be annoying. If it's annoying, it's because you're allowing it to be annoying. So decide right now that it's not annoying. Okay. Now, the last thing, after we have all those components, okay, we visualize the right way, we've controlled our internal state the right way, we found out a limiting belief, a specific limiting belief the right way. Now, the next thing we do is we go to the last part, which is EFT. Okay, EFT is emotional freedom therapy. Okay. Now, there is some points. If you don't know EFT, Google it. It's extremely easy to learn. I do things a lot differently, but I'm going to stick with the basics for right now. Okay. What you do is it's based off meridian tapping. Acupuncture. It's like acupuncture, but without needles. Okay. And I know you're familiar with acupuncture. It's been around for thousands of years, over 5,000 years. It's extremely effective. Okay, and it's not some placeable thing either. You know, it's clinically proven to work. As is EFT. That's another thing. Google EFT, Google NLP, Google Creative Visualization. All these things are proven to work. Okay, it's easily. Beautiful thing about the internet, you can find out everything you want to know. Now you're obviously going to have doubters and naysayers of everything, so that's fine. Not everything is true for everybody. Not everybody's at the same place, or even has the same bent, or the same perceptions or perspective. All those words. That's why nothing works 100% for everybody 100% of the time. Okay, so just because something doesn't work for somebody else doesn't mean it doesn't work, and more importantly, it doesn't work for you. Okay, so find something that does work for you, whether it works for somebody else or not. Okay, if it works for you, it works for you. That's all that's important. Okay, so EFT, emotion freedom therapy. This acupuncture without needles. We tap on certain parts of our body. Okay, there's a karate chop where we say the setup phrase. The setup phrase is basically saying, even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. We do that 3 times. Then after that, we tap specific points. Okay, the first point we tap is right in between the eyebrows. We call that the eyebrow point, right here. Tap 5 to 10 times. Tap as many times as you want. Tap whatever speed you want. You have your own natural rhythm. Okay. Second one is right at the side of the eye, but not on the eye, right next to it. That's called side of the eye. Right. The third one is under the eye. That's called under the eye. Well, they're really creative with these names, aren't they? And this is created by Gary Craig. Okay. Google EFT or EMO-free, EMO-free.com. You can learn all about EFT. Okay. The next one is under the nose, like where the little cleft goes right there. Then under that is under the chin, or the chin. Then under that there's the collarbone, like right where your collarbone they meet, you know, right there. The third one is under the arm, you know, like where a bra strap would go. If you lays a bra 2 to 3 inches under your armpit, you know, right there. Then the last one is top of the head. Okay, like where you wear the Jewish, religious Jewish person wears the yarmulke, right there, the crown of the head. Okay, that's what you do. So we're going to say the 3 setup phrases. We're going to do a practice one. I'm going to get you one in that you can keep. Now, there's also another aspect, real quick. There's another aspect of EFT called borrowing benefits. Okay, now what that means is research has shown, or people have shown, that when they tap on a certain aspect, but they repeat what somebody else is saying, you're watching somebody have an EFT session on weight loss, okay? But in your mind, you just say, you write down or think about, this is for me, this is going to be on finances, okay? So what you would do is you would repeat word for word what they say and all that, and you would get the same benefits as if they just said everything about what you're really tapping on about finances. It's called borrowing benefits. It's a phenomenal tool. So I want to get a session in so you can come back and play this session over and over, and it doesn't have to be about finances or whatever I choose for it to be about now. It can be about something specific for you. It can be about a new car, even though we're talking about finances. It could be about weight, even though you're talking about finances. It could be about just anything, a new job, starving children all over the world, anything. Excuse me, I'm starting to get excited. Okay, so even if I'm talking about money and you feel you're okay with money, but you can still keep on tapping about money, because issues will come up. Like I said, money is a powerful tool for finding out subconscious beliefs that hinder you or limit your life. Okay, so we're going to do money. Okay, and I'll make up the belief is that I don't deserve to have money. Okay, that's going to believe that I can't have what I want. I can't have a great amount of money, or I can't have a $10,000 a week job because I don't deserve to have money, that much money. Okay, so here we go. Even though I don't deserve to have $10,000 a week income, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. That's one. Second one. See, I'm tapping karate chop. Karate chop is like right where you're gonna, if you're gonna chop something with a karate chop, like the karate guys do, right there, that fleshy part of your hand, side of your hand, side where the pinky is at. You just tap that. Okay, hear the tap? See the tap? Okay, so number two, even though I don't deserve or think I don't deserve to have a $10,000 a week income, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. This is the third one. Even though I don't believe I deserve to have a $10,000 a week income, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Okay, before we start, I want to say the reason why we say we love, honor, and accept ourselves is we're acknowledging that we connect with the problem, but we're acknowledging that we're okay even though we have the problem. That we love ourselves no matter what. And problem may not be the word for you. It could be a situation. Because personally, I like the word situation better than problem. Okay, but it can be circumstance. Any word you want to use. We're just trying to acknowledge that we have that and we're connecting with it, and also, more importantly, that we love ourselves no matter what. Okay, so then we're going to do the tapping. It's called a round, where we go around the thing. Okay. And we just, the setup phrase, we just shorten it to say the major gist of it, okay? And I'm just going to say the phrase that I don't deserve $10,000. I don't deserve $10,000 a week in income. Okay, here we go. Eyebrow point. I don't believe I deserve $10,000 a week income. Side of the eye. I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Under the eye. I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Under the nose, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Under the chin, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Collarbone, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Under the arm, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Top of the head, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Okay, that's one round, okay? Now, what I neglected to mention earlier is we always want to rate our level of discomfort or our belief that that statement is true or false, whatever, but basically true. So you want to get it, like 10 is the worst feeling in the world, how you feel about it, and 1 is like, or 0 is I don't feel anything about it at all. Or truthfulness, like true, is it really true? There's something negative, like I don't believe I deserve to have $10,000 a week income. We can rate our truthfulness of that, which could be a 10, which no way at all we don't believe that, you know, and you know, no way in hell that's possible. And 1 or 0 is we believe it is entirely possible, like we don't believe that. Okay, so you started out, you want to find out what your SUD, subjective unit of discomfort, is what SUD stands for. So in other words, it's what you think. It's no right or wrong answer, just what you believe. And believe me, what you believe is really what's true. Okay, it's just your subconscious telling you. So if you believe that you started at a 7, you started at a 7. If you believe you started at a 10, you started at a 10. Okay. If you believe you went down after the first round to a 3, it went down to a 3. Okay. So you keep tapping to get down to a 1 or a 0, at least a 2. Okay. That's when you know you've cleared a lot. Cleared the subconscious energy around it, the subconscious belief around it, all those things. So let's do another round about that. Okay. We don't have to do the setup anymore. We just keep doing rounds. Okay. So I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Side of the eye, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Under the eye, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Under the nose, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Under the chin, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Collarbone, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Under the arm, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Top of the head, I don't believe I deserve a $10,000 a week income. Okay, now to put in some positive beliefs, we go back when we start to say possible, okay, or I do believe, or maybe it's possible, or it could be, or I do believe it is not possible. So let's do a positive round. I do believe I do believe I can earn a $10,000 a week income. I do believe, side of the eye, I do believe I'm worthy to make $10,000 a week in income. Under the eye, I do believe I'm deserving to make $10,000 a week income. Under the nose, I do believe I'm deserving and worthy to make a $10,000 a week income. under the chin. I do believe that I'm worthy to make a $10,000 a week income. Collarbone. I do believe I'm worthy to make a $10,000 a week income. Under the arm. I do believe I'm worthy to make a $10,000 a week income. Top of the head. I do believe I'm worthy and deserving to make $10,000 a week in income. Okay, drink plenty of water after each session. Like I said, you want to go down till you get to a 0, okay? And that's it. That's the money manifesting formula. That's the end of this webinar. But I do want to urge you to contact me on Facebook, Dion Vincent, or Dion Vincent EFT, Twitter, Dion Vincent, Google Plus, Dion Vincent, Instagram, Dion Vincent. I know I can help you, and if I didn't offer my services to you, then I would be doing disservice to you. Okay, it'd be like Michael Jackson not dancing, not ask people if they want him to dance for them, or Leonardo da Vinci not painting. You know, it'd be wrong for them not to share their gifts, and it'd be wrong for me not to share my gifts with you too. Just like it'd be wrong for you not to share your gifts with me and the rest of the world. Now, this is Dion Vincent. I hope you got a lot out of it. I'll send you an email with a link. All the people on my email list, I'll send you a link so you can replay. You can watch this over and over and over, get all the juicy nuggets that I dropped in all of it, okay? And it's been really fun, and feel free to contact me. You know how to find me. And I really appreciate you, and I want you to have a great and outstanding day. All right, bye-bye.